BBC News political editor Laura Kuenssberg claimed Brussels is sleepwalking into a no-deal Brexit scenario as the bloc underestimated how serious Boris Johnson would be ahead of the trade talks. Speaking on the BBC's Brexitcast podcast, Laura Kuenssberg argued the EU never understood how serious the UK would be in the Brexit negotiations about refusing to budge on their key red lines. The BBC political editor argued EU leaders are sleepwalking into a no-deal outcome as both sides refuse to make compromises. As negotiators have reached the last leg of the trade talks, Ms. Kuenssberg said, for all the rhetoric around, the government wants to absolutely get a deal. That's the reason they've been working so hard in the last few months to try to get there. So I think this is more than just a oh look, I tried so hard and fought so hard, and obviously if there is a deal then the Prime Minister being there in person will show that he's able to personally claim victory in terms of the optics around this. But I really think since the end of last week there has been a real change in the tone, and I just wonder if any breakthrough is really possible now. Reading a text she received from someone on the EU side, she added, it's just not going to happen until we change the equation, as long as this side want dare to and the UK want either. It feels like we're sleepwalking into no deal. And I was really struck this morning talking about a former Remainer cabinet minister who thinks they were really getting somewhere. There was really quite a lot of optimism around at the middle of the week last week about this. They feel that France, the Netherlands, the Danes, Spain, all pushed back really hard at the end of last week. And that's changed things. And now they're like, you know what? We can't go on like this. And they feel the EU has never understood maybe how serious the UK was about not backing down. Prime Minister Boris Johnson warned that talks with the European Union on a trade deal were proving very tricky ahead of a crunch meeting with Brussels' top official. The Prime Minister's aide he was still hopeful about reaching a deal, but it was proving very, very difficult to make progress.